Hey guys, welcome to another video for Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. So this game is one of the most anticipated games thus far. We're close to 3 million, which is very impressive. Hopefully we can get beyond that. Hopefully we can get to 4 million. But so far we got a lot of the cool stretch goals. If we look down here, we already smashed multiple goals. We went from 100 heroes to now 107. We just need that last 108 unless they're going to go beyond that. We also got the cool feature, which, we got one of the features, which is a racing minigame. And it says at this stretch goal, you'll be able to pit creatures against each other in racing, special racing circuits, catch creatures or breed them, win races, and grasp for glory. So that, was just a standalone feature. But then when we smashed the records, they added monster racing minigames. Now we can actually breed the egglet racing minigames that they'll have deeper systems than before. In addition, they'll let us capture wild creatures. You'll be able to breed their parents for new offsprings who will inherit some of their trait. Strive to be world-class egglet trainer. So that's kind of cool. And then we got the hot springs, and can't go wrong without this. This was in our old classic JRPG game. I don't want to say the name due to this being, Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes, but definitely it has a resemblance to the 108 star game. And then we have this new character who joined. I cannot pronounce his name. Go Tiu joins the leader of several guilds. Seems so. This guy, he's a leader of guilds, multiple guilds. He's a gambler. So I'm happy to have this guy. This is probably the money making guy right here. That you go to him to make money. But anyways, guys, so hopefully we do make it to 4 million. I think this game has the potential to going beyond 3 million. There's still enough time left. There was some news that dropped. So let's go to updates. This is where you guys would go. And let's find some news. So guys, this was very important when they spoke about the guild system and the Rune-Lenses. I still haven't fully grasped how it works, but it sounds really awesome. Let's start with the guild system. It says in the fortress town's early stages, that's your castle, the fortress, you will need to take a direct role in expanding the town by gathering resources, conducting trades, and so forth. However, as the fortress town gets bigger, you will gain the ability to found guilds. A miner's guild, woodcutters guild, guardsman's guild, blacksmith's guild, cook's guild, traders guild, etc. So that sounds kind of like if you ever play Romance of the Three Kingdoms, just games that, grand strategy type games that you manage your kingdom. So this game is going to be very deep, and it's very cool to see more of it in the future. And now it says, once you establish these guilds around town, you'll start doing some of the resource gathering and other legwork for you. And if you expand the guilds further, you'll be able to set up special detachment parties separate from your main party. So that's cool, guys. So I wonder if they're going to have like a night and day type cycle where time goes by or something like that. Because if you're sending detachments out, there has to be like some sort of cooldown time when they come back. So yeah, they're going to carry out guild work, amass even more resources and funds. These resources can then be invested to upgrade the fortress and its guild even further. So I wonder if the fortress grows due to gathering party members, or does it grow by putting in the work? So let's go down. It says, now we plan for these detachment parties to actually move through the game world towards their objectives. And while more responsible heroes may head straight for the finish line and mine the ores or defend the town that's in trouble, other heroes may be inclined to warm a travesty or take side trips. Not only that, depending on the abilities of the heroes you choose for the detachment, they may bring home some extra resources. So guys, that's pretty funny. It seems like if you add someone who just loves to drink, instead of doing their job, they might get sidetracked and go for a drink. So meaning the job that you task them with might take longer to complete because that person that you sent out to do that trip is not that reliable. So you got to find the most reliable soldiers, heroes in your fortress that's dependable, so they can do the task correctly. So that's a really cool feature. And when it says defend the town, it makes it sound like it says defend the town is in trouble. It sounds like it's one of those type of RTS, real time strategy games where a battle can happen at any minute. So I wonder, like I said before, if they're gonna have some sort of cycling system, like day or night or something that makes these sort of events happen. Like when you have to defend your town, the detachment's coming back this in 30 minutes or something like that. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more of this game. So let's continue over here. If they are attacked along the way without an able fighter, they may be put to flight and return home empty-handed. So guys, if you don't add like someone like Gar in your team, the wolf-looking guy, if you don't put someone like him in your party member, and you sent maybe the gambler guy that we're gonna get, he's gonna get his butt kicked, and he's just gonna hightail back home empty-handed with his dice in his hands. So it says basically, since your characters have a variety of abilities, you'll want to choose your detachment rosters carefully to maximize your results. So that's a cool feature. I can't wait for that. I'm really looking forward to knowing how that defending town mechanism works. So that's going to be exciting to see. Is it going to be party battle? Is it going to be strategy? How is that going to play out? So I'm looking forward to seeing that. So the Rune-Lenses, guys, this is what, this word right here strikes me. Rune. When I see the creator of this game attached to this sort of, project and has a word rune, it brings me back to my childhood of games like, I know I said I wasn't going to say the name, but I might as well just say it, like Suikoden, games like that. Anyways, Rune-Lenses are the backbones of all power in the world of Eiyuden Chronicles. Lenses have different significance from nation to nations and culture to culture, but people everywhere have learned to harness their magical powers and have handed that wisdom down. Whether it's to cast spells, use supernatural powers, or wield the lenses symbolically, claiming the divine gifts represent a communion with God. So some of these runes are more of like a heirloom, a treasure that's passed down, maybe just like a something that they worship, and is not used to fight. Some people use it to cast spells. Some do it for supernatural abilities. It's just a symbolic meaning, maybe to a country or something, to a culture, to a tribe. So these things are very deep. There's going to be a lot of history. These Rune-Lenses are the backbone of this series. So if a sequel ever comes out, this is going to be the recruiting theme right here, Rune-Lenses. They're always going to be there. Again, I know I said I was not going to say the name, but I might as well just say it. It's going to be like Suikoden. It's always going to have their runes. And it's already been confirmed that there's going to be multiple Rune-Lenses. I'm not sure how many. The term lenses has a meaning behind it. So we're gonna go into that a little bit more. So we're gonna start here, guys. The lenses, right here. The lenses are commonly crafted into weapons and accessories. However, the Gladian Empire has figured out how to amplify the lens's power by placing them inside specifically engineered, specially engineered rings called Regulus. Okay, that sounds interesting. So the lenses, they found a way to take these lenses and put them into rings. I'm assuming maybe that obviously that amplifies their power. Maybe it gives them easier access to use. It makes them stronger. So it might take a Rune-Lens that's not so powerful, and it'll make it 10 times stronger than what it used to be. So that's going to be kind of cool to see how that plays out. Okay, guys, and it says the most valuable Rune-Lenses are sometimes handed down through families. Like I said before, they're handed down through families, heirlooms, things like that. there are also some individuals who are born with them inside their bodies. Now that is a little weird. That is weird and that is cool. So some guys might be some girls might be born with these rune lenses inside their bodies. So I want to know how that's going to play a significant role in this game. That sounds kind of awesome. Many heroes have their own rune lenses. No doubt you'll notice the back of Marissa's hand or Pirelli's hairpin. But you may also encounter heroes who don't rely on rune lenses at all. So I'm assuming a character like Gar doesn't use a rune lens. I'm gonna take a big swing and say that. But we have people like Marissa, who has a rune lens in her hand, and she looks cool. And then we can check those characters out in a minute. So let's finish this up here. The lens's importance carries over into the game system too. By asphyxiating runes to your hero lenses, you can give them new magic and skills, or perhaps improve their physical abilities. Each hero lens is unique and supports runes of different types, rarity, and quantity. So guys, the term lenses and runes are separate because over here, if you read, it says each hero's lens is unique to support and supports runes. So I'm not sure what it means when they say lenses. I still haven't been able to distinguish that. But the runes get applied into the lenses. I wonder if the lenses mean the carrier, whatever you put the runes in. So if that be a sword, your hand, a ring, that would be the lens to like glasses. And then the rune would be obviously the magical ability. So it says some lenses may already contain a specialized rune that cannot be removed. So when they say lenses, I'm assuming it's either A, the host, so be that your body, because you can be born with this rune. So you might be the lens, the sword may be the lens, a hairpin may be the lens. So whatever is the host, I think from what I'm reading here is referred to as the lens, the host. Because it says some lenses may already contain a specialized rune that cannot be removed. So I know if most of you play Suikoden, you know that you couldn't remove the Bright Shield runes, for example. You couldn't remove that because that was asphyxiated with the main character. You couldn't remove. But then there were other runes. I think maybe for Vicky that cannot be removed. So for this for the hero, I'm assuming he's gonna have something that cannot be removed. Maybe Maritza's rune cannot be removed. People like that. Pirelli's rune probably cannot be removed. So there are some specialized rune that cannot be removed. Then it says others may require runes of a certain type to be asphyxiated in specific positions. So that's interesting. So I'm assuming the whole body would be like a lens, and maybe if we can apply a rune to the forehead, to the left hand, to the right hand, legs, body, wherever. So there's an example in Suikoden 3 where there was one of the sword runes where it only could be placed on the left hand. And for example, Joey's in Suikoden 2 can only be placed on the left hand. So there was a lot of examples where the rune only could be placed at a certain hand or either the forehead, like the blue pale gate rune, which was the rune that summons, can only be placed in the forehead. So there's a lot of elements, just like Suikoden, that are brought here, and it's right to do so because the creator of Suikoden is making this wonderful game. So it's only right that you see things from that game trickle over here, especially when there's a lot of people that worked in Suikoden transitioning to this game. So that makes me excited because Suikoden 2 is my favorite game. The Suikoden series is my favorite series. But without the creator, the original creator of Suikoden, it's not the same. And with this game having that, it's already goes from nothing to something to stardom. But let's keep reading here, guys. So again, certain runes have to be asphyxiated in certain positions. And when your hero levels up, the number of runes their lenses hold can potentially increase. The number of runes their lenses can hold can potentially increase. We hope that the players will use this system to create a roster of heroes that feels personal and powerful. So guys, when you level up, you can add more runes. Your lenses increases. And that was it for now. Just clarification on the PS4 and the Xbox. But before we dive into anything else, let's go look at those characters real quick. Guys, so if we look closely, we see the ruin in her hand. Now, my question is, there's a green-looking orb on her hand with a silver thing attached that's supporting the green orb-looking thing. So my question is that a lens that's placed on her hand, or is that just a design that she has and the ruin is within her hand? That's what I want to know, because she looks badass. This girl looks badass. I like her weapon of choice. I like the way she's her positioning her hand. She reminds me of an old Suikoden character, so I'm definitely looking forward to using her. And there are some other characters here, but none of these guys or girls have anything significant that I can tell you if it's a ruin lens or not. Here's the game. Some cool shots, guys. You should definitely check this out. Come to the Kickstarter and join. You can see the money's still going up. Join their Discord, their Twitter, their Instagram, their Facebook. Join their YouTube as well. They have a YouTube. If you go down and if you can locate the music, you can go to the YouTube right here. So you can listen to some of their music. They have like 2 so far. Here's some of the pixel art. Guys, I want to give a shout out to Rabbit and Bear. I asked a question. My question was, can we get a Coliseum where we can pit our heroes together to duel each other or duel others using dueling systems from Suikoden 2 or Suikoden 5? And they replied and said, I can pass that feedback along. So thank you, Rabbit and Bear, for the quick reply, guys. And that's why you should join their Discord. They do have a very active and big Discord. And as you can see, the mod is very into talking to the community, getting feedback. So if you have any feedback, before the Kickstarter ends, if you have any feedback, I'm sure even before then they'll take into consideration. But definitely now with the Kickstarter, I would jump right in, post your questions in there, ask questions. So it's gonna be a fun ride. We still have a ways to go, but everything starts from the bottom, and we will get there eventually. So that. And guys, touching back, here's Pirelli. If you look at her hairpin, it's a ruin lens. And it looks really nice. So I wonder what kind of ruin she has. She looks very mysterious. So I'm looking forward to using her. We have Maritza again. Here's a better quality shot. So far, these are the 2 characters that confirmed to have ruin lenses. Anyways, guys, that was all. I just wanted to give you guys a little update on Eiyuden Chronicles, 100 Heroes. We're close to 108 stars, or shouldn't say stars, 108 heroes. I will keep bringing news. I'll keep covering this game. I am watching this game closely. It's one of my most anticipated games after Captain Tsubasa Rise of New Champions. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Join their Discord, join their YouTube. I also have a Discord if you want to join. I'll put it in the link. Take care, guys. Thank you for watching.